Right next to me is the most affordable brand new truck that you can buy from Chevy. This is the 2025 Chevy Colorado work truck two-wheel drive crew cab. Now, just because this is the most affordable Chevy truck, does that actually mean it's worth it? Or not at all? Well, in this video, I'll be taking you through everything this vehicle has to offer, and let's see together. Is it worth it? The price ranges of the Colorado start at $32,000 and go all the way up to $62,000. Yes, that's a huge different range of 30 grand difference. Now, I have the base one right here, which is the two-wheel drive WT, which means work truck crew cab. Now, the MSRP of this vehicle comes out to be just under $32,000, but this has $1,000 worth of trailer advance packaging, which gives you auto rear locking diff, trailer brake control, and then after dealer and destination fee, this vehicle comes out to be $34,950. Thank you to Executive Chevrolet of Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below. Let's dive right into it and start off with the front of the base Colorado. And there is one feature up here. Just one. It's just the headlights. There's halogen headlights and halogen turn signals. That is it for features up here. I don't think I've ever reviewed a car where that is it. The rest is just design pieces up here. So you have the gold Chevy bow tie right front and center. Everyone knows it's a Chevy. And then over here on this side, this is just fake. This looks like airflow, but this is just a fake piece there. But you actually do have a ton of airflow in the center. So there's airflow here, down here, and then this little side center piece, which actually does take air through the engine. This vehicle does have a 7.9-inch ground clearance and actually secret airflow for the engine that I didn't see earlier. Under the hood of every single Colorado, Chevy only offers one engine, and that's a 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. You're probably thinking, okay, what, it produces 190 horsepower? Nothing. This produces 310 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque. That blew me away. That's very impressive numbers for this engine. And that's all going through an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it's the rear wheels because it's rear-wheel drive. And this engine gives this vehicle a pretty healthy 20 miles per gallon on average. And I almost forgot, but this engine is rated to tow up to 7,700 pounds. The key fob of this vehicle is like every other Chevy vehicle with the Chevy bow tie in the back there, this black plastic, silver trim, but with less buttons. There's 3 buttons on this: lock, unlock, and the panic button. There's no remote start. There's no trunk open for the, the bed there. There's nothing. Now there is a remote start through the app. When you buy a vehicle, you get when you buy a new vehicle, you get 3 free years of it. But then after that, it's a paid subscription. Getting a used vehicle, you have to pay that as well. So you could get remote start, but it's through an app. There is no roof rail and or sunroof on the top of this truck. These mirrors on the side have blind spot monitoring built into them, do not have turn signals, and are this black plastic. Kind of like the two-tone though, with the white and the black. These are 17-inch steel wheels, not aluminum, actual steel wheels with all-season weather tires. But my one thing about this is this plastic hubcap. It, to me, doesn't look good, and even the silver Chevy logo. I'm gonna pull out the key fob if I can actually get it out of my pocket. The key fob of this vehicle has a gold Chevy logo, but they couldn't even put a gold Chevy logo on the wheel cap here. Like, just spray paint it over. Why couldn't they do that? Open up the rear door and you're greeted to a lot of plastic. Get ready in this vehicle because there's plastic everywhere. It's hard touch up top, the middle, down below. Again, it's a $34,000 truck. That's what you kind of expect. Where you rest your arm is a softer plastic. It's still hard, but at least they try to make it a little bit nice to rest your arm there. Grab handle, spot to put a cup holder or cup, speaker grill. Now, how are the rear seats? Well, they're all cloth and they're actually kind of squishy. They're pretty comfortable to sit on. I'm actually not gonna lie. Legroom wise is a little bit tighter. That's set to my driving position. I'm 5'8". Again, I'm not the tallest and I got enough for legroom, but then headroom wise, I got 3-4 inches of headroom. So again, I got enough, but if you're 6 foot tall, and especially if that person's 6 foot tall, you might be kind of cramped in the back here. But for 5'8" people, short kings rule, we're good. You got 2 couples there, spot to put your phone, 2 AC vents, no USB-A, USB-C, or cigarette outlet port, so just nothing to charge your phone in the rear. You're gonna have to drag a cable if you want to from the front. Now, how is the middle hump here? It's actually not bad. There's not a big middle hump, so I could see myself sitting like this pretty comfortably. So 3 adults, I think, can fit comfortably fine in here. Now, under the butts of the rear seats, there's actually secret storage. This is where your tire jack is, your tire rods to fix a flat tire, but you actually can store a little stuff there, little stuff underneath there. So if you want to hide things and no one will know, that's where to put them. And I almost forgot to talk about this, but this vehicle has a manually sliding rear window. So you can stick your hand out there and get some airflow. It makes up for not having a sunroof. Open up the front door and you're basically greeted to the same exact door as the rear, but just longer. So the same hard touch up here, down there, same kind of material to rest your arm on, and same storage. But this one does actually have a little, what is that? An umbrella pocket. So this digs down deep there and actually shove an umbrella there. So when it rains, you can just pull it out and it's right and handy. All 4 window controls are hold, so you have to hold them down, hold them up. Your mirror controls there, lock, unlock, and a speaker grill. Both front seats are cloth bucket seats that are actually pretty squishy and hold you into place pretty well. And they're both manually operated. So you got the up, down, the tilt, and then forward and back. Turn the vehicle on with a push to start and you are greeted to a full digital gauge cluster. Yes, this whole thing is a digital screen on a $34,000 vehicle. That's actually impressive. Now, what can this screen do? Actually a lot. So in this first screen right here, you have your digital miles per hour right there, your trip meter on the side, and then your music that actually shows the album picture and the song. But there's a lot more this can do. So if you want to hit this little tab here, there's like 5-6 different tabs. So this is more your kind of rough, off-roady, more features type view. So you have your engine temperature right there, your gear you're in, your tachometer, speedometer, and then your trip meter in the middle. Hit it again. You have a full maps display. Yes, this thing displays your whole entire maps. So if you want to go over here, turn on maps, and then go, let's say McDonald's. You go, hit yes, it goes over to here. So it actually transfers the same maps over to the center gauge cluster. So now you're driving, you don't have to really look over, be distracted, just look straight and go. The crazy thing is this was on like luxury vehicles 5-10 years ago, and now it's on a $34,000 vehicle. That's very cool. You could also get out of it and it still just shows it there. Hit that again, and now you have another advanced screen with the follow indicator there. So it'll show you how far away you are to the driver in front of you. If you're on the highway, it'll say in distance and time, and then hit it one more time, and you have a simplified version. So if you want completely simple bare bone, you could have that. There's a softer plastic steering wheel that actually fits really nice in my hand and is pretty comfortable. There is no paddle shifters on the back, but there's buttons to change the radio station and to change the volume. But if you want to actually change the gears of the car, you can go to the gear knob here and there's actual manual shifters there. What are the safety features in this car? Well, this has cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, and you have a backup camera with moving trajectory lines that is actually pretty clear. I was shocking how clear it was. You also have different kind of controls for trailer, and you can zoom in to the hitch. Chevy has really upped their game with their touchscreens. It's all Google based, and it's super easy to use, so responsive, super just fun, and there's a lot of features to it. So you have wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, Google Play Store built in, where you can actually download apps like Spotify into the vehicle itself. So you don't even need your phone, you don't even need Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, just play your music right off Spotify. And Google Assistant can tell you the weather, destinations, and a bunch of different things. What is this on the side here? Well, these are quick hotbars. I kind of like it. So you want to go to your phone controls, boom, right there. Your maps, boom, music, and then you want a little tab with multiple different things. So you can have your music here or your maps there, and you can actually change it to different icons. So you want your Google Assistant, trailering, trip, so you can customize that screen to exactly how you want. Now, I will say one thing with this screen here is over here, you see how there's one kind of column stock? There's not another one. This is to change your lights. I don't know why, but they do it through the touchscreen now. I guess it makes sense. You really put it on auto and that's kind of it, but there's a button for your lights. So now I want to turn the lights on. I got to go that, auto or off through the touchscreen. There is no physical buttons for the lights on this vehicle. And one thing real quick, since this is Google based, you can log into your Google account. So if you have a family of 4 and they all hop in this vehicle and drive, you can have different family accounts. So mom, dad, sister, brother. And when they get in the vehicle, they can kind of sign into their account and it'll show all their stuff, their Android Auto, their favorite music, all the type of stuff they programmed into the vehicle. Below the touchscreen, this vehicle has physical AC controls. Very basic, just temperature on or fan speed on, temperature hot, cold. It is one zone. It is not dual zone like other vehicles are. You have your AC vents down there and a few buttons. So it's your trailer stuff, your auto start stop, your hazard lights, lane keep assist, and your auxiliary port. So you can plug in different lights if you want like rally lights up front or on the top like light bars like other trucks have. Down here, this is not a wireless charging pad in this vehicle. The higher trims do have that, but this does not have that equipped. You have a gear shifter there with the manual shifter on the side and then the low mode. Now, what is this spot? I actually do not know what this is because I have the key fob here and this does not fit. So I am genuinely confused. Let me know in the comments below what this little spot is. I don't want to rip this off, but there's something goes there, right? I don't really know. And then you have parking brake, 2 cup holder slots right there. This kind of armrest that's very squishy. I was resting my arm on it this whole time. Lift it up, you have a little storage pocket there, and even deeper. Coming around to the rear, there's actually more going on than the front, and I mean a lot more. You have halogen taillights and halogen turn signals, just like the front as well, but where the more stuff comes into play is the engraved Chevrolet badge on the side there, Colorado, and then down here, you have little dots. Those are your parking sensors. So when I come close to you guys on the tripod, a cat, a human, it's gonna beep at me and say, hey, no, because it doesn't want me to hurt anything, and it'll automatically brake if you get too close. This has gloss black bumper, which I like. I wish the front was gloss black, it would make it look a little bit more oomph, but I like the black here. And then you actually have a step. What is this step here? Well, this step and this handle is to how to climb in the back. So you don't have to lift this up. You can easily just grab this, and jump in the back. This specific vehicle does have the additional trailer package. So it comes with a trailer hitch, the little electronic controls there. Also, every Colorado comes with a spare tire underneath. The bed of this vehicle is not automatic. It is a manual button, and there is no like what's it called, soft close. So this thing just flies straight down. But what I really like about the Colorados is on the back here, there's a ruler that goes all the way up to 48 inches. So if you're working out and you want to measure something, you can do it. You also have 2 cup holders on the side. So if you want to just kick up here, tailgate, put a drink there, you totally can. The bed of this vehicle is 5.2 inches. So I'm 5'8", so I should be able to, let's see, totally fit in here, fine with a little bit to go. And yeah, this is definitely taking the most affordable Chevy truck out on the road. How does it feel? It feels pretty good actually, but it feels like a truck. You're not driving, a Honda Ridgeline where it makes it feel like a car. This is a truck. You hit potholes, you feel them. You turn, you get flown around. Now it is high up, the hood is long, you just feel like you're in a truck, a big monster truck. And for, again, a really affordable price, I like it. It is 310 horsepower and 430 foot-pounds of torque, which makes this vehicle go 0 to 60 in a little over 7 seconds. You step on it, you get thrown back, and you hear that turbo spool up. It's actually pretty cool. Now, when you're chilling, you don't hear the engine noise as much as when you step on it. And road noise, I'm gonna be honest, I don't hear a lot. You hear it a little bit, and now you're probably going 60 miles an hour on the highway, you're gonna hear it a lot more, but you don't really hear it as much as other vehicles do. That's actually impressing me in this a lot. Overall, what do I think about this vehicle? I like it, I really do. They call it a quote unquote work truck. But what's really work truck about it? Now, it's base, there's plastic everywhere in it, but you still get cool kind of amenities with it. The whole Google Maps built into the front screen here. It's nice ride quality, a powerful engine. It's really not base to me. I've seen other vehicles that are bare bone base, like the Nissan Versa or the Nissan Frontier, another truck that I reviewed. That is a base truck for around the same price point. So compare the two, you're getting more stuff in the Chevy Colorado than you are with the low-end Nissan Frontier. But the real question is, what do you think about this vehicle? Do you like it or do you absolutely hate it? Be honest, let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to keep updated with more content. And a huge thank you to Executive Chevrolet in Wallingford, Connecticut for allowing me to use this vehicle for the day. Their information will be linked down in the description below.